I am a senior columnist for townhall.com. You can read me every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I am the author of the exciting new novel, Crisis, a conservative action thriller for the conservative you love and the liberal who needs some truth. I'm also a retired United States Army colonel and a noted trial lawyer, and I am so excited to be here talking about Baker Mayfield for the next 3 hours. I don't know who Baker Mayfield is, but apparently he's very important to Hugh Hewitt. And
he lost yesterday.
And what?
And he lost last night.
I thought the World Series was done.
It is.
Okay. And
Baker Mayfield plays the pointy ball game, not the round ball. The round ball game.
What? The one with pucks?
No, that's the one on ice.
I don't.
Except it's usually almost on ice in Cleveland.
Well, look, isn't that the one that changed the name of its team? It's from the Cleveland Indians to the blank Indians because they didn't want to mention Cleveland. I was born in Cincinnati, folks, so there's a little vibe there.
That's also the little round ball game.
Is
that's not the pointy ball game?
Cricket?
No, it's different.
Okay. All right. I think we've
exhausted sports.
I think
ball
we've exhausted. I think we have. Got the well has got dry on sports ball talk. Let's talk about something else. There's a lot of stuff going on. First of all, Attorney General Bill Barr is leaving office on the 23rd, and I think he's in general. I think he's been one of the better appointments. What we've had. When Donald Trump came into office, here's the thing. Unlike the Bushes, he did not have this giant Rolodex. Now, if you don't know what a Rolodex is, you're not old like me. On the day before Christmas, I shall turn 56. So I remember the age of the Rolodex. Now it's the age of what's in my iPhone contact list. But the Bushes came in with a big Rolodex of people and were able to fill out the staff with folks who had done this before. One of Donald Trump's biggest challenges was doing that. He did not bring in all great people. And we could go down the list. And, of course, Jeff Sessions turned into a giant car wreck. And I like Hugh, I thought he was a brainstorm at the beginning. I thought that was a great choice. And, boy, he just went. But I think Bill Barr was a great choice. Like Robert C. O'Brien, very good friend of the show, friend of mine. I think he's been the best national security advisor in decades, if not ever. Why is that? I hardly ever hear about him. Yes, you hardly hear about him. But Bill Barr's leaving, and I wonder why. And I'm thinking, remember when you were in college? I have hazy memories of UC San Diego. I used to, sometimes I would get annoyed by my landlord, and I would leave, tins of cat food behind the radiator, or like a fish behind the fridge if I didn't like them. Some to kind of leave like a little a walwellian pungency in the air. And I think we may see the president's acting attorney general do that with a Hunter Biden special counsel.
Did you just make Eric Swalwell an adjective?
Yes, Swalwellian pungency, which is also the name of my a cappella punk band. Swalwellian pungency. It's all guest host. I've got Bob Franz on bass and Mark Davis is drums. I'm lead guitar. Singer, songwriter, producer. So anyway, we're going to move on from that. Anyway, no, I think it is much more likely that we will see a special prosecutor on the Hunter Biden stuff because it'd be very difficult to fire a special prosecutor. And we know John Durham, who's been investigating some of the FISA stuff, some of the Russiagate insanity. He has special prosecutor or special counsel, status. So it's going to be very hard to fire him. Now, will that stop Joe Biden's attorney general from doing it? No, because we don't have a media to point it out and say, well, you can't do that. We have a media to cheerlead whatever the liberals want. Liberals are very happy last week when the Supreme Court turned down the Texas lawsuit brought by Ken Paxton of Texas, basically saying, hey, we're Texas. We're really upset about how these other states approached the election. I'm upset, too. I actually went and worked for the president in Nevada. I caught COVID doing so. I have coughed up a lung in support of election integrity. Now, Kurt, are you saying that irregularities change the election? Well, I will say that. I think they do. I saw evidence. I saw systemic problems. I think this election was essentially unfair. That and $1 will get you $1 unless I can prove it in court. Now, yesterday, the Electoral College did its kind of symbolic vote and picked President-elect Asterisk. And here's the fact. This seems to be winding down. Now, will I say that any future lawsuit, any continuing lawsuit, and remember, not all of these lawsuits are dismissed. Many of them will go on and be able to address problems with the election, some of which based on incompetence, others based on actual malice. This will go on, but it is overwhelmingly likely. It's 2020. I'm not saying there is no chance because holy cow, it's 2020, folks. Look, Joe Asterisk is likely to be inaugurated president, overwhelmingly likely. It's not that I think he should. Oh my gosh, Kurt's giving in. I never give in. I assess. I am a United States Army colonel. I am not trained to work on emotion. I am not trained to see what I want. When I am a trial lawyer, which I am, and a noted one, I try and assess things realistically, and our chances are vanishingly small. It is very hard to win an election challenge, much less multiple election challenges in multiple venues where you're calling upon judges to essentially choose the winner of an election. Now, remember, none of this applies if it's liberals. A liberal court and a liberal candidate saying, I want X. Because I have no doubt, none, that a liberal Supreme Court would have gone in favor of, say, New York suing Texas to get President Asterisk in and his wife, the doctor. None at all, but that doesn't matter. See, here's the problem for us as conservatives. We try really hard to avoid judicial activists, judges who act on their own prerogatives rather than what they see as the law. And the result of that is we have judges that don't act on their own prerogatives and act on as they see the law. Now, I hear people out there going, well, we have no Supreme Court. Everything is gone. We're doomed. We are not doomed. Look, okay. All right. Sit down. Pour yourself a nice cup of tea. Here's how this goes. First of all, let's assess calmly, coolly, ruthlessly, but dispassionately. If you think, now Clarence Thomas and Judge Alito said we should hear the case, right? And then dismiss it. It's 9-0 against this case on the merit. If you think Clarence Thomas has suddenly learned to love the guy who orchestrated the high-tech lynching. Remember, Joe Biden was the circus master at that disgusting hearing for his for Judge Thomas's confirmation. Well, that's just crazy talk, guys. We have to plan ahead. We have to plan for all contingencies. And an important contingency is dealing with President Asterisk. How do we do that? Step 1, win in Georgia. Well, Kurt, are you saying we just give up? No. Why would we give up? In the United States, we address our problems through the court system. We don't always win. When a client comes in and says, Kurt, I want to go to the justice system, my first response is, remember, in justice system, the system is more important than the justice part. Are we defeated? No. Are we going to lose? No. Are we going to win? In the long run, we will. And we got a long run here today. We got 3 hours on the Hugh Hewitt radio program. I'm